corruption that we are uncovering. We are confident that through this multiple pathway to victory, we will get to the actual outcome that the evidence shows.
Massive attack on the integrity of the voting system in the greatest democracy on earth.
All of your fake news headlines are dancing around the merits of this case and are trying to delegitimize what we are doing here. Your opinion does not matter. The facts matter.
Johnson counties that use this. Why are you only doing a recount?
And excuse me, that we're not out to the questions at this point. Excuse me, we're not at the questions at this point. My name is Jenna Ellis, and I'm the senior legal advisor to the Trump campaign. We are a nation of rules. There is not someone that just gets to pick who the next president is outside the will of the American people.
The people who did this have committed one of the worst crimes that I've ever seen.
This is stunning, heartbreaking, infuriating, and the most unpatriotic acts I can even imagine. American patriots are fed up with the corruption from the local level to the highest level of our government, and we are...
American patriots are fed up.
The only people that go around calling themselves American patriots are the fat gut, white trash, gun-toting nut jobs that join militias and hate the climate and vegans.
We are not going to be intimidated. We are not going to back down. We are going to clean this mess up now. President Trump won by a landslide. We are going to prove it. And we are going to reclaim the United States of America for the people who vote for freedom.
You are not taking our votes away, you evil bitch. You are going to prison, and hopefully worse.
One of the things we're the most proud of in this country is that we've been such a long-standing democracy based on the right to vote. They have trashed the right to vote. They've dishonored the right to vote.
Fake news coverage you provide. You are not unbiased jurors and are trying to delegitimize what we are doing here. Fake news, fake news, fake news, fake news, fake news, fake news.
And I think a full-scale criminal investigation needs to be undertaken immediately.
And your president, President Trump, he understands that when he...
She is really protesting too much here. Fuck, this is obvious.
We are confident. It is not about overturning an outcome. It is about making sure that election integrity is preserved. This is absolutely a legitimate legal basis.
Someone needs to arrest these people.
Your president, President Trump, he swore an oath to uphold and defend the United States Constitution. That is what he is doing. And that is what we are doing. To uphold and defend, that is what we are doing.
No, it is not.
That is what he is doing.
No, it is not.
That is what we are doing.
No, it is not.
That is what he is doing.
She protests too much because she knows what she is doing. She knows that Trump knows what he is doing, and they all suspect that we know what they are doing.
The truth matters. We select our president through the Electoral College not because it disenfranchises voters.
They do now, the Republicans. This next clip goes beyond the confines of a category. This bitch, Jenna Ellis, in this clip here, is projecting, it's projecting what tomorrow's headlines are going to be, how people are going to describe this evil clown conference. Because she knows what she is doing. This is the epitome of giving yourself away through projection, protesting too much, all the above. Incredible. I don't know if I've ever seen someone do this to this extent.
And I've seen all of you taking pictures right now, and I can anticipate what your headlines are going to be.
Yeah.
If you are not willing to talk about the evidence that has been presented, then that is absolutely unacceptable for journalistic standards.
They've been debunking it since right when this press conference ended.
I recently pointed out an example of someone looking for a hyperbolic word. Well, listen to this. Here's one.
All future American elections. If the United States caves to corruption or this type of election integrity disaster, then no election. We go through a jury process. This is the court of public opinion right now.
Like I said, this is not the jury process, so why are they on TV doing this?
This is what you can expect to see when we get to court to actually have a full trial on the merits and prove our case. This is not a Law and Order episode. Putting on evidence takes time. This is basically an opening statement so the American people can understand what the networks have been hiding and what they refuse to cover because...
And in my live video yesterday, I kept asking, why are they having this press conference instead of being in court?
I want the American public to know right now that we will not be intimidated.
This has been a massive attack on the integrity of the voting system in the greatest democracy on earth.
Here's a clip from months ago I never used, but it fits pretty well here.
It is a thing that makes me want to say profanity on television. What happened today?
Oh, no.
And here's the full clip of what happened.
A voter from Georgia who waited 3 hours to vote at her polling place, then got in her car, drove over to a white suburban neighborhood and saw no waiting line for voting over there. A completely different story over there. So it sounds like the Republican voter suppression machinery is working as designed.
Do you think the Democrats are sore losers? Yeah, I do.
The reality is they're a bunch of spoiled crybabies.
My last video was a live reaction to that entire press conference. Here's the current words of Trump's niece, a doctor of psychology. How's that?
They continue to give him power. They continue to give him the ability to rile up his base. They're making an incredible miscalculation here by pretending that they can control this monster that they're unleashing upon us.
COVID itself has neuropsychiatric symptoms. It's also that a person with dipping oxygen levels, that can also affect your brain function. It's also...
To give you the big picture, it seems like one psychotic person is crumbling America, all because he has so much power and his party has to fall in line behind him and he can buy off lawyers, corrupt them. This Trump train is the same people who laughed off the idea that Russia affected our 2016 election. And now they're saying this election was corrupted by Venezuela and the votes were counted in Germany.
The Republican battle plan is going to be in every state. They think they can do this stuff between now and November. And it's just, it is enraging.
The earth has a big history of societies being taken over. What if these people get their way and take power and do it in a way where they no longer have to follow the Constitution and have no consequences for their actions, which we've already seen with this administration to some degree? Is this our future? Can we expect this to be the norm? Thanks for watching. Here on the Carburetor channel, I break all confines of greatness. There's no limit to what kind of videos I'll do and to how great they are. I just do what I feel I need to put out there into the world and what you need to hear. If you need another reason to subscribe to this channel, I've got a huge prediction coming up, something I just realized in the middle of making this video. It's amazing that this is one of the best channels you could be watching to be at the forefront of life on this planet. And almost nobody is here.